everyone, back for another video on my channel. Just before the video starts, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button underneath the video, and if you like the video, give us a thumbs up as well, and don't forget to hit the bell button to get notifications every time we post new videos on the channel. Today we're actually moving wheat from, hang on, sorry, let's switch the fans off on the aircon in the loader. It probably won't help, dear me. We're moving wheat from our main grain store to our second grain store, I should say. Let's get that right before I say something else. To our second grain store. This is our secondary grain store. And some people might say, well, why are you moving your wheat? Why haven't you sold it? Well, our wheat doesn't get sold. We might sell 1 or 2 loads to the company we have our chicken feed off. But 9 times out of 10, all of our wheat are produced to go back into for our chickens. And so why do we move it to our secondary store? I'll tell you the reason why that is now. Is our main grain store, what you'll see in a minute when I go back around the corner, is where our grain from this year is going to go in. This grain is from last year, and we cannot use fresh wheat in the chickens. The wheat what we cut now in the next fortnight, we will not have to use that until probably January or February next year. So we could have enough grain to carry us through to then, to let the chickens have the wheat to carry on, for them to have the wheat to that period. So we've got to put the wheat in this side, clean out the grain store next door. What I mean by clean out, well, I'll show you some of that as well in a video, is we blow it out, we make sure it's sterile, ready for the next lot of wheat to go in. We've got to make sure our wheat store, I know everybody's wheat store is going to be sterile, but we've got to make sure our wheat store is clean as it can be, because I'll tell you the reason why is because our chickens cannot have any bugs going in the shed, because once the sheds have been set up and cleaned, they're disinfected, and everything what goes into the shed should be sterile. And that's the same for the wheat. The wheat should be sterile as well. So in this grain store, the wheat will be stacked up to the edge of that wall. If you can see it, hang on a minute, wait for the camera to focus, sorry. Up to the edge of that wall there, and up to that wood there. And I'll get out in a minute, I'll show you what the wheat looks like. So our grain store is being emptied today. We should be starting our cutting our wheat probably in about 2 weeks from today, actually, if everything goes according to plan. But never know with the British summer, we could have a good summer or we could have a rubbish summer. We have started cutting our rape. I think if you see the previous video, we started cutting it and then we had a major breakdown, so the combine's in the shed, so there'll be a video coming out of that as well. So in a minute I'll take you around the corner and you'll see our main grain store, so bear with me. So here we are, we're coming around the corner now to the grain store. There's a 6490 with a grain trailer on, with another part load of wheat going round to the grain store. So this is our main grain store up here. We're on, bear with me 2 seconds as I swing in. We're on clean out of this. If you can see, we've got most of it out. We're just picking some of the rubbish up and making sure it's sterile. And we've only got this much wheat left in the grain store. And if you see them big piles there, that is for blowing cold air in the wheat once we've cut it, for it to settle down and for the temperature to go down. For a few weeks you've got to blow cold air into the grain is a bit warm. But like I said, this is our main grain store. We've only got a bit more wheat to come out from here. That'll just carry us over to next crop. So in a minute I'll show you me going around the corner to tip another load of wheat, so bear with me. So here we are, oops, sorry for the beeping, here we are with the 6490 with the grain trailer on the back with a load of wheat. Not loading very good. Not loading very good at all, that end, but there we are. So what we're doing, we're like I said in the video, at the beginning of the video, we're taking the grain from the one grain store, taking it around the back. So we're all in this around the back. So we're back in. I'll tip this off and I will show you then what the grain looks like, because some people like to know what the grain looks like. And you'll see there's a fair bit of dust in our grain, and the reason why that is, it's treated with, I think off the top of my head, I think it's called Philco, or Philco it's called. It's like it's good bugs it is. It's like powder, what we put in the let's start again. It's for the chickens, to keep the wheat good, and to treat it as well for the birds to have it. And I think it's called Philco. I think it's called. It's bags of good bugs what we sprinkle on the top on the trailer when we tip it in. It won't be sprinkled in now because we do it on the harvest. And my other camera, what I usually use, has gone flat, so I'm using my phone. So this isn't very easy backing this in, and we can manage. We'll get it in there. So, like I said, we'll fill this grain store up enough to keep the chickens going to. It'd be probably February, thinking about it. Wrong lever. February it'd be before they can have it. It takes the freshness off it because they don't like the freshness of the wheat. And so we'll tip this load in, and they're not very big loads because they're only just going around the corner. So we're just putting part loads on them. That load wasn't loaded very good actually, because I didn't load it very good, but there we are. There we are, nobody's perfect. I'm going to keep an eye on the roof. What's not the roof for? So we'll just tip this load off and then I'll show you what the wheat looks like. In this grain store, it was one of our old sheds what we made into a grain store. It's not the best of place to keep in, but there we are. We'll just drop the trailer. Drop the trailer down. Like I said, this is our 6490. I don't drive this very often. I don't drive it very often, so I drive the 7718. Also, Ogre, you won't see him, is over there on the end of the trailer. We'll do some more videos on that tractor as well, because a couple of people asked me a couple of more questions about the tractor, so I will do some more videos on that. But there's a quick thing as well when I'm on it. The contractor series, we are doing bits, but at the moment we're flat out on the farm. Oops, sorry about that. We're flat out on the farm, so I haven't got a chance really. It's only me that does the filming. I haven't got a chance really to go and film them. I have got a couple of videos to put up, but no. So we're going to be doing a few videos on the farm. So I'm going to jump out in a minute and show you what our wheat looks like. Bear with me a second. Here we are. The wheat in our second grain store. Like I said, from last year, it wasn't. The grain looks not too bad. It's not shriveled, and it looks quite good actually, from what the season was. But like we said, we treat it with. You probably won't see it in this, but there's fine dust in it. What is? I think it's called Philco or Silco. What we put on the grain to protect it for any bugs for the chickens. So we're moving it from that grain store, to point that grain store over there to here. Just chuck the grain off the light, and I suppose people know this yourself. I haven't got the leaf blower with me today actually, but we usually blow this off, stop wasting any corn. But we clean all our trailers off to make sure we don't have a trailer of corn down the road. Well, we're not going down the road, but we do it anyway. And I don't usually do this part because I'm using the field combining, but because this is we're not combining today. I'm helping clean clean the grain straws. This video, what I'm doing, probably in a couple of parts, because there's a lot to see in cleaning the grain straws. So that's it for part 1. So look out for part 2 shortly. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye for now. Bye bye.